kind of interesting what I'm hearing the Akashic Masters say is to, we're going to start with connecting our three brains like we've done, our sixth chakra mental level, our fourth chakra, our heart knowing brain, wisdom, intuition, and our third chakra, which is very much our kind of body level, physical level brain, and our gut knowing guidance, that kind of gut level of follow that guidance that, kind of comes from the gut. And then they want us to actually go back, and we'll see how this shows up because I haven't ever done this with a group before. So yay. We're going to connect. It looks like they want us to go even further up into the creative rings. So every once in a while I'll mention the creative rings, and there are 3 rings above your head. And they hold creative energy, but they also connect, like the top one is really very much that higher connection to source. The middle one is a little bit more of the connection to our higher selves. And then the lower ring is really that connection to, that bridges more the creative mind, the creativity to the creative one mind. So that feels very good. I'll even do some clearing, apparently, around the 3 creative rings because very few people even know they exist. So I guess we're going to get in there and do a little bit of polishing up. A lot of people's rings are a little cattywampus or kind of stuck, like sluggish, not moving very much, or they're kind of at a tip, at an angle when I say cattywampus. So we'll do a little clearing and work around that, and then we'll just really, what I'm seeing is kind of run that tube like we run the tube from our 6th chakra, mental level, pineal pituitary, that core driver's seat in our heads, as we drop that down, right down our throats to our hearts, and from our hearts down to our 3rd chakras. But after we go back, and then we'll go back up to the creative rings and kind of go back on down. So that's how I'm getting, and we'll just see how it all shows up. But that's a little bit of an explanation just so you have an idea what the creative rings are and where they are. So they start about a foot above your head, the top one, and then a couple inches down is the second one, a couple inches down is the third one, and the third one's probably, I'm going to say about 2 or so inches above the top of your physical head. And kind of, they look kind of like halos. Isn't that interesting? They look like a halo. I wonder if artists used to be able to see people's kind of creative rings, or if that's how they look in the angelic realm. So that's kind of cute. So let's start with that nice deep breath, which is always a great way to start. And we invite our spirits all the way down into our physical bodies, all the way down into our feet, to the tips of our toes. And let's sprout some roots down into our dear Mother Earth and ask for her help and assistance in keeping us grounded and present as we do this expansive work today. Filling our bodies more fully, feeling our spirit's energy in our physical bodies, in our physical form. Just noticing what that feels like for you. And then we're going to head back up into our heads, up into our sixth chakra. So let's start by just seeing, noticing, imagining all that expansive, multidimensional sixth chakra energy that often expands outside of our skull. We're going to invite it to compress and come inside the skull, so compressing that kind of energetic cloud that seems to float around our heads, hanging out in the future and in the past, and a little bit in the present, but other people's space sometimes. We're pretty expansive. So all that cloud compressing, compressing, compressing right inside the skull, and then once it's in your skull, behind your eyes, between your ears, in from the back of your skull. Keep compressing that energy so it comes down to the size of a baseball and down to the size of a golf ball and down to the size of a big marble till it's right there where your pineal gland is, just a little above the pituitary. It's almost big enough to encompass that pituitary also, but really pineal, very much the driver's seat. Let's just put a nice golden figure 8 between the pineal and the pituitary, creating a beautiful link between the two of them right here and right now in this present moment. And we're actually going to bring a little, I call it a jolt, jolt of Akashic energy down to that, to our pineal glands, to just activate, awaken, enliven our pineal glands, helping to clear any calcification, any old crust, any rigidity that's still stuck in that pineal. So really just like you start your car, give it a little jolt. Just notice what that feels like right there in the center of your head, right there in the driver's seat. All awake and activated. And we're just going to connect, bringing some of that awakeness, awareness, energy down into our heart chakras, dropping right straight down that beautiful tube that connects right from our sixth, right through our fifth, right down our throat, right into our fourth chakra. That hits our fourth chakra. And as that energy opens, it expands our heart center, activating, awakening, enlivening our heart centers. And then from there, we can watch that energy open, expand, spinning with even greater brightness and energy. And now we're just going to continue on down, drop another chunk of this high vibrational energy down into our third chakra, activating, awakening, and enlivening our third chakras. This is our creative center, our gut brain, the place where we really run so much of our bodies from, especially our stomachs, our digestive system, as well as our intuitive and clairsentient knowingness. So feeling the three brains, mind, spirit, body, beautifully connected and in sync and alignment right here and now. We're going to move back up into our heads, and let's turn off our analyzers. So flip that switch off for the next few hours. Ask your Akashic beings of light to help you, to assist you in padlocking or duct taping, whatever works for you. Put it in a closet, put it in a box, put it in everything you can find. And now we're going to move up to our creative rings. So just notice, imagine that you're just bringing your focus up about a foot above your head. So whether you're clairvoyant or more clairsentient, however you receive information, just notice what you notice. And we're going to invite that top ring to start to spin. And we ask the Akashic Masters to help us to clear and release any old energy that may have kept that ring frozen or stuck outside of time and space. I'm seeing some beautiful little divine hands polishing up the ring. It looks like it's getting shiny and bright. So shining up and polishing up your top creative ring. Your clear connection to Source, to Creator, to Divinity. You may notice that this steps up your receiving of information in the creative, in the Akashic Records also. And you could, of course, go back and re-listen and redo this meditation every day for a while. See if it keeps stepping up. Still looks like it's clearing. I still feel energy moving and shifting, spinning and clearing. So we're just going to pause here for a moment as it releases throughout all time and space continuum. Good. Good. That looks terrific. So now to the middle creative ring. This is a little bit more about some of the what we call psychic gifts, you know. So the top ring's a little more divine connection. This is a little bit more of your psychic gifts. So again, it might open some of your clairvoyance, clairaudience, even clairsentience, telepathics. So we're going to start that spinning. And there is no right or wrong way in which it spins, so whatever that is for you is just perfect. It's actually true about our chakra system also. That's what I get in the records, is that whatever way it spins is just fine, just perfect. Again, you're unique. So clearing, releasing, letting anything go that is holding that creative ring stuck outside of time and space. You may find some old past life pictures even show up. Places where you hid your kind of psychic abilities. Or it may just feel like it's getting charged up, a little shinier, and starting to move with more grace. That one continues to clear. Good. Now we're going to go down to the third ring, which is just a couple inches above your skull, above your physical head. And we're going to start it spinning, or ask it to start spinning. Ask the Akashic Masters to help clear, release anything that keeps this ring stuck. And again, this is a little bit more about bringing that creativity really down into this life, into this physical body. So this will be great for the processes today. Apparently this is why we're doing this one today. I love the Masters. They always have a plan, even if I'm oblivious. So clearing, releasing, letting it spin, letting it open. Open your creative energies, your creative wisdom. All right, beautiful. So now we have our 3 creative rings. I just generally call them that, spinning. And now we're going to come back down into the 6th chakra, back down into our heads. And again, we've really done this. We're going to do it just kind of step by step. So we're going to take some of this amazing energy of us, and we're going to connect all of our chakras, just awakening all of our chakras all the way down from our 6th down to our 1st. The 7th is its own special kind of piece. It's got 144 facets to the crown chakra. So I just leave it be. It's its own blessed little animal. So starting back in the center of our heads, we're going to drop down and we're going to acknowledge and our 5th chakra. We're going to stop there and pause, awaken and energize our 5th chakra, which is so important in communicating with the world. And it's actually important for our communicating with ourselves. The 6th chakra is also a key to internal communication. So opening, clearing, and energizing our 5th chakras. You can see that chakra spinning as a big ball, 360-degree ball. And we'll come back down into the 4th chakra, the heart center, Just acknowledging that again as we're connecting the 6th to the 5th to the 4th. And we thank our hearts for opening a little wider again, a little more, as we can connect and bring the divine unconditional love out to the world through our heart centers, connecting to the Akashic realms through our heart. And we drop down to our 3rd chakra, creativity, power. This helps us literally to create heaven on earth, to bridge much of this high energy in the body. Much of that bridges in the 3rd chakra. Then from there, we're going to drop down, creating a new tube that goes down into our 2nd chakra, just a little bit below our belly buttons. This connects to our emotions. Actually, much of our sexual energy and who we are is also connected into that 2nd chakra. So awakening, clearing, opening, and enlivening our 2nd chakras as it connects. Creating this beautiful internal connection. And then one more, dropping down into our 1st chakra, all the way down into the root. This is really where we ground from. This is very much where our sense of survival comes from. Also some of our sexual energy, creative energy. The Kundalini connects into our root chakra, into our 1st chakra. We're very multidimensional people. So now just see this beautiful alignment from your 1st to your 2nd to your 3rd to your 4th to your 5th to your 6th, up through your crown, right up into your creative rings and up on to Source. Creating a beautiful, internally aligned guidance system. That feels beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you for helping me bring that through. Thank you for showing up and being the energy that called that in.